count how many pumpkins you see behind me. Okay, I've got a bunch of them all over. So you see if you can.
Okay.
I'll give you a moment or two. You guys count them up. See what you can see. Oh, we're live streaming too already. Okay, thanks, Sam. Thanks for the heads up on that. I'm delayed, so she can't hear me. No. If you happen to be tuning in on YouTube already, this will all get trimmed off later. But we are over on YouTube, so you can turn your TV on in your living room, and you can catch this later if you can't make it here. But right now, we are hanging out with all our friends on Zoom. Welcome. We encourage you guys too to have your computers, your TVs, your tablets, your phones, whatever, set up on a table or chair or something, so you've got some space in your room so you can get up and move with us and help us out and do all the activities, because we are all about, that's right, moving and grooving and getting ourselves moving, not just sitting and watching. So Sam, can you hear me? Naira is here. Hint, hint. Sam's gonna private chat you something, Naira. Just library business. It's good stuff. It's all good stuff. Oh, okay. And then pumpkins. Before we begin, we've still got a few minutes. So we're playing around pumpkins. So you guys have had a minute to count. Let's see if I can count the same number of pumpkins as you. Over on the table here, I've got 1, 2, and then behind me there's 3, 4, and over on this side I see 5, 6, 7. So I found 7. Did anybody else? I think that's all there is. But I might have found.
Did you all find 7?
Yeah.
7. 7 pumpkins.
Oh. Thank you. I'm gonna use that one the next time.
Where did that voice come from?
So much fun. Wonderful. Well, super excited you guys are here. Let me say hello and good morning. So we've got the Mefford household. So we've got the whole household. Welcome. You guys, that's great. We can just call you the Meffords, or we can also, if you want to put each of your names in there, you can. So welcome. We've got Lachlan and Jensen. Hello. I'm just going to order of my screen left to right, like I was reading. We've got Preston and Mason. Good to see you guys again. Hello, welcome, good morning. Travis and Mac, it is excellent to see you. Oh, I got more windows popping up. Sweet. And Naira, we're very excited you are here. Very excited.
Hi, Naira.
We've got some others joining us too. So those are the ones we got video up so we can say hey to. We've got Maggie coming in. We've got Avnita. Good morning. Hi. Avnita, good morning. Oh, you got shakers too. You can shake along while we sing our songs. Absolutely. And some more people joining us too. So some others on the waiting room. So we'll give people a minute or two more to find us on Zoom. If you happen to be on YouTube right now seeing this, you can join us live in our Zoom meeting room together. Our number is going to hang out here, 450-269-930, and you can join us anytime. Sam will be managing our Zoom meeting room. Maggie, welcome. It says your audio is connecting. So welcome, Maggie. We're excited to have you guys too. So let me do our Zoom reminders. Again, we mentioned if you can make sure you have some space for yourself to get up and move around and do your activities with us. That will be wonderful. You do not have to mute yourself. Sam will mute you if we're getting too much sound off of you. And there will definitely be times when we're going to want to hear you singing with us, when we'll be asking you questions, and so you can answer. And if you haven't used Zoom before, there's kind of 2 ways to do that. There's a mute and unmute button. Move your mouse around. It's probably down on your bottom left-hand corner. A lot of the times you can also, if you're on a computer, hit the space bar. And if you hold the space bar, then you can, it's like a push to talk button, like on a CB radio or a walkie-talkie. You push the space bar, you can speak, and then when you let up, it goes back to mute. So that's if you're on a computer. But just remember, we love seeing you guys. So we're excited you guys are here, and we really love hearing you guys as well. I know there's a little bit of a delay. It never bothers me. I love it. So, Hope you can hear okay. I've got the microphone pointing at you from our story.
Oh, yay.
So yeah. Any other like business points before we start, the official show? And then once these are not the announcements, these are just the best practices.
I think you covered them very well, Brad.
Thanks. So I can see you guys. I love that this is like a hyper story time room because people don't have to be sitting on the carpet and like they're all got their own space and are climbing around on couches.
I love it too. It's
awesome.
Great.
It's wonderful. So thank you for inviting us into your living rooms for today. All right. 10:32. You want to get started officially?
Let's start, Brad.
Okay, we'll start officially. I'll give it our official start. Welcome everyone to Storytime. My name is Brad.
And my name is Joe. I'm so glad you're here.
We are here at the Wilsonville Public Library and have a wonderful story to share with you guys today and some songs and other fun things. We have a few friends that are still joining us on Zoom, and we're here every week at 10:30 on Zoom. So we're glad that you guys are jumping in there with us. We're going to get ready to sing our opening song, okay? So if you guys can get your wavers ready. Okay, you guys got your wavers? Follow along with Joe for the motions too. Here we go. Wave, 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 waving happily, but we'll stop waving while we count to 3.
All right, my friends, how we're going to count to 3? Oh, I know. Let's count to 3 with a pumpkin. Let's pretend to pick a pumpkin first. Okay, so pick your pumpkin. Oh, here's mine. Did you have yours? Oh, good job.
I got mine.
So we're going to count to 3 by raising our pumpkin up 3 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Good job, everybody.
Very good. All right. Can you clap your hands along with us? Clap your hands and sing if you want to unmute so we can hear you sing. We love hearing you sing. Here we go. Clap, 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 clapping even more. But we'll stop clapping while we count to 4.
All right, so this time we're going to take our pumpkin, my friend. Do you have your pumpkin again?
Got my pumpkin.
And we're going to lower our pumpkin 4 times. Here we go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Great job, everybody. Yay.
Okay, stand up on your feet with us. We are going to do a little bit of stomping. Here we go, really quick. Stomp, 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 stomping really quick. But we'll stop stomping while we count to 6.
Okay, great, everybody. Okay, get your pumpkin out again. You ready? We're going to take our pumpkin and move side to side with it 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you guys are awesome.
Very good. Okay, while we're up on our feet, still up on our feet, let's do some jumping. Up and down. Show me your big jumps. Here we go. Jump, 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 jump. Jumping is so great. But stop jumping while we count to 8.
Great. Okay, get your pumpkin. This time, we're going to hold our pumpkin in front of us and jump 8 times to count to 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, everybody.
All right, take your hands and make a book so we can get ready to read together. You guys read with us? Here we go.
Whoa, you whistle.
And we'll be ready once we count to 10.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Great job, everyone. Good job.
Good job. Okay, I have a couple of quick things I want to share with you. Let me put my guitar down.
Mine.
Couple of quick announcements before we dive into our story today. First of all, we want to remind you our Harvest Festival going on. We're doing that along with Parks and Rec. So we love for you to jump over to the Parks and Rec website afterwards and on YouTube. Down in the description, and you can also find it through our webpage. You can go to wilsonvilleparksandrec.com and click on the Harvest Fest, and they've got a calendar of all the fun things that they're doing throughout the month of October. Okay, so make sure you check that out. Also, next week, this is especially important to our friends who are on Zoom with us. Next week is our annual Slightly Spooky Stories.
Yay.
Right here, same time and place. But we're also going to do our Pumpkin Patch Polka Parade together live via Zoom. So we want to make sure you know so that next week for story time, you can come dressed up in your Halloween costume. Okay? Okay, so hopefully you've been thinking about what you're going to wear this year. I've had a couple of ideas. We have some fun stuff around here. So we hope to see you next week dressed up for that. And this week, it's all about pumpkins. So I'm going to turn it over to Joe, who's got a great big pumpkin story for us.
Thank you so much. This is my favorite time of year because I love to see all the pumpkins that are out and about. So I brought a couple that I have at home. I have this cute little orange one that looks like this. And I have this other, it's a white one. Have you seen these, my friend?
Whoa.
So it reminded me of my favorite story I like to tell at this time of year about a pumpkin. And not just any pumpkin, but a great big, enormous pumpkin. And it starts off like all great stories do with, once upon a time, there was a little old man. And here's my little old man. And I'm going to put him on the flannel board right here so we can all see. Now, this little old man, he loved pumpkin pie. Do any of you like pumpkin pie? I love pumpkin pie. So he decided to make his pumpkin pie, he needed to grow a pumpkin. So he got out a pumpkin seed and he planted that seed. And he said to the pumpkin seed, grow, grow, little pumpkin seed, grow sweet, grow big. And boys and girls, it did just that. It grew and grew and grew until it was a great, big, enormous pumpkin. Oh boy, thought the little old man, that's a lot of pumpkin pie. So the little old man, he went out to pick that pumpkin and he went to pull it like this. Grab that pumpkin. Oh, wait, I need your help for this part of this story. Can you help me with it? So we're going to grab the pumpkin. We're going to clap our hands together. He pulls the pumpkin like this. And now we're going to try to pull the pumpkin. Here we go. And he pulled and he pulled and he pulled and he pulled. Oh, but my friends, he couldn't pull it up. So he thought and he decided, I'm going to call for help. And here's how he called for help. Yo, ho! But I need your help with this part of the story too. Okay, so is everybody ready to call like the little old man? Here we go. Yo, ho! Oh, that was great.
Just singing.
To help
Not her shouting.
came the little woman. Here she is. So the little woman, she pulled the little old man. The little old man pulled the pumpkin like, here we go, this. And they pulled and they pulled and they pulled and they pulled, but they still couldn't pull it up. The little woman thought, and she said to herself, call for help. And here's how she called for help. Can you call for help to help them came the little girl. There she is. Isn't she cute? So the little girl pulled the little old woman. The little old woman pulled the little old man. The little old man pulled the pumpkin like, here we go, this. And they pulled and they pulled and they pulled and they pulled. But they still couldn't pull it up. So the little girl, she decided to call for help. And here's how she called for help. And maybe I'll have Brad help me with this. So she put one hand on her hip like this. Very good, Brad. She put the other hand by her mouth like this. Very good. And she said, yoo-hoo!
Okay.
Here we go. Yoo-hoo! All right. So out to help them came. Can you tell who this is, my friends? It's a little dog. That's right. So the dog pulled the little girl. The little girl pulled the little old woman. The little old woman pulled the little old man. The little old man pulled the pumpkin like, here we go, this. And they pulled and they pulled and they pulled and they pulled, but they still couldn't pull it up. So the dog decided to call for help. Now, would a dog say yoo-hoo? No. What would a dog say, my friends? That's right. A dog barks. So he called for help like this. Roof, roof. Let's try that together. Here we go. Roof, roof. And out to help them came. Can you tell who this is, my friend? That's right, a kitty cat. The cat pulled the dog. The dog pulled the little girl. The little girl pulled the little old woman. The little old woman pulled the little old man. The little old man pulled the pumpkin like, here we go, this. And they pulled and they pulled and they pulled and they pulled. Oh, but they still couldn't pull it up. So the cat decided to call for help. Now, would a cat say yoo-hoo? Would a cat bark like a dog? Ruff, ruff.
Meow.
That's right. That's right. A cat would say meow. So let's call for help like a cat. Here we go.
Okay, ready?
Meow. Oh, good job. And out to help them came the itsy bitsy, teeny tiny little mouse. So the mouse pulled the cat pulled the dog pulled the little girl pulled the little old woman, the little old woman pulled the little old man, the little old man pulled the pumpkin like this. And they pulled and they pulled and they pulled and they pulled. And this time, my friend, with the help of the itsy bitsy teeny tiny little mouse, they pulled the pumpkin up. Oh, so the little old man, oh, there was so much pumpkin. He had his pumpkin pie. The little old woman, she had pumpkin muffins. Yum. The little girl, she had pumpkin cookies. The dog, well, the dog had pumpkin dog biscuits, of course. The kitty cat had pumpkin kitty cat treats. And can you guess what the little mouse had? Pumpkin cheese. And that's the story of the great big enormous pumpkin. Give yourself a round of applause. You did such a great job telling that story.
Excellent. Wow. Thank you, Joe. That was wonderful. I got to say, I think that's one of my new absolute favorite stories, especially this season, because I like pumpkin everything. No shame, and I will eat pumpkin pie, pumpkin muffins. I hope you guys do too. We're going to get ready to sing our song together now. And this is kind of a cool one because like with pumpkins, when you get them, we like to carve jack-o'-lantern faces, right? Goes back to an old tradition. They used to carve into turnips. They put little faces in them. We do that with our pumpkins now. You can see them nice and big. And some of our pumpkins are happy and some are scared. Oh. And so we're going to sing a song about emotions, and singing is such a great way to learn things too. And this is going to be a great way to kind of learn how we can identify different ways that we might feel. Okay, so Joe has some pictures of our pumpkins. I'm going to have you guys make some faces with us. Okay, do you think you can make some faces? Okay, I don't want you to hurt yourself, so let's stretch your faces out a little bit. So go ahead and get a little straight forward and back. I think I'm ready. Before I start the song, I want to share one other thing with you guys. We're actually in the library, and it's open hours where people can come in and pick things up. And we were yelling for that pumpkin, for the people to help pull the pumpkin so loud. I'm sure people are wondering, what's going on? Okay. So the first face I'm going to ask you to make is a big smile. Can you smile nice and big? Just like this. One little pumpkin smiling. One little pumpkin smiling. One little pumpkin smiling. One little pumpkin is happy. Right? You smile when you're happy, right? Okay, let's see. The other side of that might be when you're frowning. Can you make kind of a sad face when you're frowning? Okay, we've got one little pumpkin frowning, one little pumpkin frowning, one little pumpkin frowning, one little pumpkin is sad. Oh, very good. Okay, let's see if you could identify this next face. Okay, can you look a little bit frightened? Oh, there you go. Open your eyes really big and your mouth in a big oh. Good job. One little pumpkin is frightened. One little pumpkin is frightened. One little pumpkin is frightened. One little pumpkin is scared. Ooh. All right. Now we're going to try a very similar face. You're going to be kind of excited though. So this one, you can open your eyes really big and your eyebrows up and your mouth really wide. Oh, can you look excited? Oh, yes. Here we go. One little pumpkin's excited. One little pumpkin's excited. One little pumpkin's excited. One little pumpkin is surprised. Whoa! Very good. All right, we're going to try one more. Now, this one's kind of funny. It's not quite an emotion, but it is a time when a lot of us can get more emotional, and it can really make our feelings feel even stronger sometimes. So I'm going to have you open your mouth and close your eyes and reach out and stretch. Oh, because, you're yawning. Very good. One little pumpkin is yawning. Go ahead and yawn. One little pumpkin is yawning. One little pumpkin is yawning. One little pumpkin is sleeping. You can lay your head down and go to sleep like a pumpkin. Very, very good.
That's a great song.
And I hope you guys can take that song. You might even be able to think of other emotions and things you might be feeling, and you could sing along and see what other pumpkin type faces you might make.
So my friends, for drawing today, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a pumpkin. It has some of my favorite shapes in it. And so we'll do this after we're done with story time to give you time to get some paper and markers and crayons. And we're going to have a fun time drawing a pumpkin. pumpkin.
That's right. So if you're catching us on YouTube, you can join us on Zoom and we will draw after together. We're going to get ready to sing our goodbye song. Joe, do you want to remind them?
I do. The first reminder I want to remind you all is that Parks and Rec is doing their Harvest Festival. It looks a little bit different, but look at their website because they're doing some fun things. Plus, all our story times are on their schedule too. So have fun with that. And then next Thursday, remember, if you want to, you can dress up because we're going to be doing slightly spooky tales. And then afterwards, we're going to have the Pumpkin Patch Polka Parade, hoping that you'll all join in. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's right. I can't wait to see what everyone will be dressed up as next week. So, okay, we'll have you guys stand up on your feet with us to get ready to sing our goodbye song. Get your see you later alligators ready. Here we go. See you later, alligator. When your legs are on straighter. After a while, crocodile. When you're wearing a smile. Pretty soon, baboon. We're gonna fly off to the moon and say, toodaloo, kangaroo. It's been so nice being with you. It's been